big cat. Welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess, light walker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Fire Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 29th of September, Mars in Cancer trines Saturn in Pisces. Mars in Cancer is in its fall, which means its assertive energy is somewhat subdued, but Saturn in Pisces offers supportive, disciplined energy. This trine brings a balance between your emotions and the disciplined effort required to achieve long-term goals. This could manifest as taking charge of household matters, working through emotional challenges with patience, or handling a project with careful planning. The fixed star Alcana in Pisces provides spiritual wisdom, encouraging resilience and persistence as you handle any challenges that may arise during this time. On the 30th, the Sun in Libra is conjunct to Mercury in Libra. The Sun and Mercury in alignment, making it easier to express your ideas and connect with others in a balanced, harmonious way. This could be a time for productive meetings, resolving disputes, or finding solutions to issues in your relationships or partnerships. The fixed star Sept in Libra adds a touch of success and grace, enhancing your ability to communicate effectively and bringing balance to your interactions. On the 1st of October, the moon enters Libra. As the moon moves into Libra, the emotional focus shifts towards creating harmony, seeking peace, and improving your relationships. This could involve resolving conflicts, bringing harmony to your home or workspace, or focusing on partnership matters. The fixed star, Zuba Nishemali, in Libra, enhances fairness and equilibrium, helping you to foster calm and mutual understanding in your relationships. On the 2nd, the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. A solar eclipse in Libra brings a fresh start in relationships, partnerships, and anything related to balance and justice. This eclipse could signify the end of a relationship, a beginning of a partnership, or a significant change in your approach to work and with others. The fixed star Sept in Libra amplifies the positive energy of this eclipse, offering protection and the promise of success in new ventures or relationships. On the 3rd, the moon in Libra trines Jupiter in Gemini. A light and expansive energy brings optimism, making it a great time for communication, socializing, and broadening your intellectual horizons. This could manifest in lively discussions, attending a social event, or exploring new ideas that bring joy and expansion. The fixed star Alhina in Gemini enhances your ability to communicate with clarity and enthusiasm, making it an excellent time for networking or engaging in group activities. On the 4th, Venus in Scorpio trines Saturn in Pisces. Venus in Scorpio is in its detriment, intensifying emotions and passion, but Saturn in Pisces stabilizes the energy with patience and structure. This trine brings a grounded, responsible approach to relationships, helping you work through deep emotions and utilizing maturity. This could involve addressing serious relationship issues, committing to long-term plans, or working through emotional blocks with patience and empathy. The fixed star Altair in Scorpio amplifies intensity, but Saturn's influence encourages you to handle emotional depth handle with emotional depth, and utilize care in your responsibilities. On the 5th, Mercury in Libra squares Mars in Cancer. Mars in Cancer is in its fall, making its energy more emotionally driven and reactive, whilst Mercury in Libra seeks balance and diplomacy. This square may create tension between your desire for harmony and the impulsiveness of your actions, leading to potential conflicts. This could manifest in arguments or impatience in conversations, making it crucial to practice active listening and restraint to avoid emotional flare-ups. The fixed star, Zubin al-Janubi in Libra, suggests a need for balance, warning against letting anger overshadow fairness and rationality in your interactions. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave! Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Fire Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for messages for your next 7 days. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive right in and unpack. Oh, you have the energy of a double 6, darling dears. Good golly and gosh. Love it. It's doubles all the way round. You've got double 4, double 1, double 3. Good golly and gosh. Okay, so the energy of the double 6, darling dears. The 6 itself is representative of, according to the dice, that you're going to be having some kind of hospital visit coming up, medical center, or you'll be looking for someone to accompany you on these visits, darling dears. It also says that whatever this reason for a medical visit, it is spiritually linked, darling dears. So when you find out the area in your body that is giving off this lackluster energy, darling dears, you're able to build it back up, and you do that through the chakras, darling dears. You can play the music at night time. It's also about balancing it out with the food, the right I could say smoothies, the things you put inside the smoothies, darling dears. The energy of the 6 itself, darling dears, is representative of Neptune energy. So we're going to go from the 12 down to a what? A 7, darling dears. Okay. Let's finish off with the 12. Good golly and gosh, I had a brain fart then. The energy of the 12 itself, darling dears, is that you're going to be meeting someone who's going to introduce you to a new sport or hobby which is going to be of some significance to you. Okay. The energy of the double 6 is also telling us that there is happiness ahead for you. So this is about your latter days. Okay. With the energy of the 7, you could be a life path 7. Okay. Or the numbers 7, 16 or 25 will be prevalent in your life over the next few days. The number 7 rules the letters G, P and Y, as well as Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces, which is the letters O and Z. So you've got G, P, Y, O and Z. The number 7 also rules the South Node, darling dears. Lean in, bestie. So this is about some kind of past life situation or your early experiences. The South Node is like you being able to develop past these inborn abilities from your prior development, darling dears, to be able to outgrow, recognize the pattern, because that could be attached to some kind of an illness, darling dears, and getting gone with the illness, the dis-ease. Okay. So the energy of the 7, darling dears, you are a natural genius at this moment in time. You are utilizing your psychic abilities and your discernment. It tells me that you are on a journey of exploration, finding out Shiznai. Your luckiest numbers will be 4, 5 and 7. Your luckiest days will be Tuesday, Friday and Saturday. The number 7 is representative by the astrological aspect of a semi-sextile. So this is healing and transforming, darling dears. It also speaks about you utilizing that big F word. What's that? Forgiveness, darling dears. Being more diplomatic. Okay? This is about removing yourself from illusions and dreams. Somebody's also putting down some kind of addiction, whether it was drugs, alcohol, food, whatever, darling dears. You're coming up to the ending of it. Okay? The energy of the 7 tells me that you have a deeper understanding about life and how the game of life actually works. Okay? Definitely energy of the 7 is a highly spiritual number, darling dears. Okay? Alright. Let's move on. So on the runestones, the energy of the 7 is about others doing the work for you, darling dears, allowing others to do the work for you and taking the credit. Listen, many people allow others to do the work. If you're a business and you outsource the work, you're allowing someone else to do the work and you taking the credit. Okay? The energy of the 12, according to the 48 laws of power, darling dears, is to pretend to be open and generous, darling dears. And I don't mean in a skullduggerous kind of a way, darling dears. Let people think that you're on the same side or believe in what they believe, but in your mind you're free to believe whatever you want. Remember, I told you that. Okay, we've got all of the doubles, darling dears, so everything is in play. All of the houses are in play. Okay, what else do we need to know? The energy of the 12 itself is ruled by the hangman. The hangman is water, Neptune energy, darling dears. Okay, so it tells me that you're letting go of some kind of a situation. You've gained a new perspective on a situation. You're giving back the wood, no longer sacrificing yourself to a situation. It also speaks about putting something on pause. All right. Let's press on. Let's press on. Let's get your outside oracle message. Going to use the life lesson cards. You have a double 8 on top, darling dears. This is the number of karma as well as debt, or it could be finances coming your way. The 8th house is other people's money paid to you from an employer, some kind of inheritance. It could also speak about retirement, something back from your taxes, something that you've invested in, darling dears. Something that is possibly could be a spiritual business, something that you've invested in. Okay. This is the last shuffle of this deck, and then I'm going to go to another deck. Okay then, the cards ain't playing. It's telling you what? Talk to your angels. You have an ancestral team, darling. There's your security. Make sure you go to them with your deepest questions. The best time to ask the question of your ancestral team is just before you go to sleep. You put that thought in your mind of the question that you want, and by the morning, it'll either come to you while you're dreaming, or you'll hear it off of someone's conversation, but the answer will come to you. But you have to get quiet, and you have to be sure when you're making the request for whatever the question may be. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance, darling dears. Okay. Base of your deck, darling dears. Trust. Trust in the universe. Maybe you are getting some form of divination, darling dears, whether it's tarot, numerology, or astrology. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Maybe that's what you're on, darling dears, about to change your career path. A career path could also be tied to, again, the 8th house. Whether it's a legacy you're getting, some form of inheritance, you could be retiring, some kind of taxes coming your way, something that is willed to you, some form of asset. But the energy of the 8th house is about what? Letting go. Okay, I just heard debt management. Somebody's managing their debts. Good for you, darling dears. Good for you. All right. Let's get the outside message around this. Okay. Yeah, some kind of heartbreak, darling dears. Betrayal. Getting over a heartbreak, are you? Oh, a divine masculine? Oh, okay, what about it? And a third party. Good God. Hey, this isn't tea, this is mocha. Straight to the point, darling dears. And going through a level of despair. So somebody's ending a situation, a relationship, darling dears. The energy of the 7 is telling me that you're doing a lot of research on this, and you're going to discover a newer version of yourself, one that can't be pushed around. It's also, I said, the energy of the 7 is Neptune energy. Neptune is the 12th house, the house of enemies, darling dears. Enemies. Okay. Yeah. Someone dealing with some form of escapism, as I said, drugs, alcohol, or whatever. Here it says it's a third party that created a lot of despair within a situation. The 12th house is also the ending of things, ending of a cycle, darling dears, in order to promote healing in your life. Something to do with elephants. Where did that come from? I don't know, but it just came up. Yeah. Someone is realizing that they were sacrificing themselves to a situation that is quite frankly beneath them. This relationship was in secret. Again, 12th house, darling dears. The 12th house is also the house that you repay karmic debt. Remember, I told you the South Node is involved. Whatever your question was, the answer is no. Okay, good gosh. Talk about don't hold back nothing. Let's get a deck to the decks and see what else is going on here. The good, the golly, and the gosh. We've got what? The Palace of Wands, darling dears. In the upright, I might add. Okay. The Palace of Wands tells me about you are extremely creative at this moment in time, darling dears. It tells me that you've been on a difficult journey. It was a long climb. The Palace of Wands also reminds you that your dreams will be realized. They will be achieved. Okay? All of this roses speaks about passion, but it also speaks about a new beginning, darling dear. So you're going to get the new beginning you want. Yes, you've gone through some dark times, especially if it was involving some kind of divine mask. Well, if they've got a third party, they are not divine, darling dears. Maybe being around you gave them, put the S on their chest, darling dears, because you like them in that way. They believed everybody else would, and they was there because somebody who cheats on a partner, this person is weak. They're not strong, they're weak. Pulled about like taffy, darling dears. And to cheat on your partner, somebody who's been supporting you, darling dears, helping you through everything, building together, that's the lowest you can be. Because you can't trust this person in business, not even friendship. They cannot be trusted. It's absolutely disgraceful. I wasn't expecting this kind of a read, but looks like someone's got to get told off me. Okay. First question is going to be, what are your relationships like? I know someone's had their heart broken, darling dears. But we have the energy of the 7, a highly spiritual number. Go within, darling dears. Call on your ancestral team for your protection and guidance. What about your relationships? Thank you. Good golly and gosh, the 5 of Swords, you're dealing with a straight up and down NARC, darling dears. Wow, the cards ain't playing today, guys. They're not playing. 5 of Swords in the upright. This is somebody who liked to argue, lots of tongue wrestling, lots of gaslighting, darling dears. And they did all of this because they had a fear within them, the fear of being abandoned. Well, guess what? You've been abandoned. How about that? This person created a lot of conflict and tension within your relationship, darling dears. Okay? Yeah. This is the card that you wash your face like David, darling dears. It's Venus plus Aquarius energy. Venus is about groups. It's about love. It's about beauty. It's about nurturing. Plus the Aquarius energy, it's the getting rid of certain groups, certain people that you used to hang with. It could also represent older siblings, adopted people. Well, whoever this person was, divine masculine. This is outrageous, darling dears. Outrageous. Nearly, I almost was lost for words. That rarely happens. Rarely happens. So you're definitely leaving a situation, washing your face like David. Yeah. 5 of Wands. You don't want to argue and fight no more. So you've got Aquarius and Leo energy on the table, darling dears. Moving away from a situation because it was extremely volatile. Always arguing, always fighting. There's a lot of backstabbing, darling dears. The ones in reverse could also represent third party situation. Good golly and gosh. Good. Listen. Hey. No, I'm not laughing at you, good guys. I'm just surprised. I wasn't expecting it to get this dark this quickly. The 5 of Wands also speaks about an imminent breakup, or somebody has broken up a situation. Yeah. Somebody got in competition, got someone in competition with you, darling dears. They got a weak man or woman involved in this situation, darling dears, and it didn't look good. Yeah, they may have tempted this person away, right? Tempted them away. They may have. Star card on its face, but there's no healing in that situation. God is not present. And again, star card, Aquarius energy on both ends, darling dears. Definitely leaving behind people that were competing with you. Not enjoying this situation. Ace of Cups. You're going to follow your heart chakra, darling dears, to something that's more fulfilling. Yeah, letting go of situations that create a lot of despair in your life. Death card on its face, darling dears. You're going down Bobby Brown. If this is a friendship, you're leaving the friendship behind, darling dears. The Death card is also representative of the marriage house, darling dears. Somebody's leaving a marriage or a long-term situation, and that's the truth for Ruth. Ace of Wands in the upright. Good golly and gosh. I know, bestie. I know. The Ace of Cups plus the Ace of Swords, being spiritually guided, following your heart. Good golly and gosh. You want your heart to remain open, not closed, darling dears. Proverbs 4:23 tells you to guard your heart, not close your heart. Definitely leaving a situation behind, darling dears. The next card out, Page of Pentacles. If this is not your progeny, you're going to have new opportunities, and it also speaks about a new social circle or group coming towards you. The Page of Pentacles speaks about the opportunities that are being put in its place as you let go of a situation. You're going to be learning new things, darling dears, and it's about you having a more business-minded approach. The divine is how to get over the healing or get past this situation, darling dears. Divine is telling you to focus on work. And the healing will come. There's nothing like time, darling dears. Time, it doesn't heal all wounds, darling dears, but they're not as loud and in your face. Okay? The Ace of Pentacles tells me that you are in tip-top manifestation mode. It also speaks about helping hands coming in to support you over the next 7 days. Final card, Queen of Swords. No one's going to pull the wool over your eyes again, darling dears. You will not be tricked, gaslighted, none of the above, darling dears. But I'm still getting the feeling that because the sixes is about some kind of doctor's visit, if you was expecting to get some kind of surgery, you're not going to need the surgery, darling dears. You'll be able to overcome this situation. Page of Pentacles in the upright is your health. Your health is your wealth. Your wealth is looking much better. But you're going to have to, as I said, the energy of the 7, Neptune energy, you're going to have to learn forgiveness in order to overcome the karma in this situation. Yeah, how you deal with the situation. That's what shows the difference between the feeble-minded and a big cat. Finally, your finances. You were dealing with a straight-up NARC, darling dears. Good golly gosh. Yeah. No longer stressed out, darling dears. 9 of Swords. Yeah. Things working out in your favor. The Chariot, you're tapping into your inner warrior. Moving forward. Yeah. You're not going to be hoodwinked again, drawn into any foolish scheme. But it's about you moving on. Moving on once and for all. I haven't seen one Skrilla on the tableau. Let me go to another deck. You're going to be making lots of Swords energy here where your finances are. So you're going to be making logical choices. It could be a house move or a move on the GPS, darling dears, to somewhere else. But you're being more logical about the things that you think about. It also speaks about you being spiritually protected. Swords is spiritual. So if anything's trying to attack you, it's not going to get away with it, darling dears. What am I talking about? I don't see no screen. I see the Page of Pentacles. It tells me that you're dependable. It tells me that you're going to be learning new things. And look, swords, 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 swords. All of the swords around you, darling dears. You cannot be fooled by this same brush, person, or place, or thing ever again. Yeah, you're going to get over it. Look, this is the tricker, darling dears. This person would like to come back into your life. Why? What's the matter with them? To see what else they can take. This person come back to ruin your life, take your money, your house and your car. Ooh, child. Who's that again? Jodeci. Yeah, they want to come and take everything from your blood. But justice is on your side. It's good justice. Leave them where they are. Don't pick them back up. This was a necessary ending. But you will never be tricked by the same brush. You're going to learn new things. And I'm also seeing higher learning on the cards, darling dears. Yeah, look, they want to come back. Don't let them back. Remember, your name's not Carol Ann Blood. You don't look back. Remember Lot's wife, Salt Bay. Good golly and gosh. This was a straight up reading, darling dears. From heartbreak to what? Earning potential, darling dears. Focusing on your business, what you can do with the time that you have here, rather than focusing on what was not meant for you. Because if someone can tempt your partner away, they weren't for you, darling dears. You was just holding a place. I know it does sound a bit mean, but I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. They're not for you. Your true partner could not be taken from you, darling dears. Remember I told you that. Until we meet again on these tarot streets, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Remember, the justice is up one-to-one relationships, darling dears. You'll have other relationships in your life because you're the baddest of them all. Yeah, from the divine masculine to the empress, you may even be the mother of their progeny, darling. Look, I still want to bloody come back. Look. I think not, Scotty. This is someone that's divorced mentally, physically, and emotionally from a situation. You have a King of Cups coming in, darling dears. But divine is telling you to what? Invest in yourself first and foremost. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, 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 cat.